Before the video starts, major epilepsy warning, and I'm being dead ass about this one. Please watch this video at your own risk and enjoy the show. I want to ask you a question. In your opinion, what do you think is the most hazardous or dangerous social media trend of all time that you're aware of? I'll give you a few seconds to think about it. Now that you have time to think about it, you might have said the Tide Pod Challenge or the In My Feelings Challenge, or you might have said the COVID Challenge. If I didn't say I'm sorry. Now, what if I told you that none of those were actually even close to the one trend that has been ruining TikTok FYPs and could actually kill someone if taken too far? In this video, I'll be talking about this trend, how it got started, and the people and I's reaction to this entire calamity. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, the trend that I'll be dissecting and breaking down is known as the mustard/mango trend. If you don't watch TikTok or if you doom scroll YouTube shorts, then you might be very unfamiliar with this trend. Well, to sum it up as simply as possible, it's basically a trend where anytime the word mustard or mango is mentioned in any TV show or other TikTok, there is a slight moment of silence or no silence at all, and then the most epileptic patterns show up out of nowhere to give you a free lobotomy. And here's an example of one. Brace for impact, please.
SpongeBob invented a new type of mustard.
As you saw in the clip, the slightest mention of the word mustard leads to an ecstasy trip, and it's the same thing with the word mango, and I'll show a clip of that as well.
Welcome to Baskin Robbins. Would you like to try our mango?
Again, mango was half muttered, and the entire galaxy blew up because of this. Now you might be wondering, why on God's green earth was this ever born into existence? Well, let's get right into that. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail here because, to be honest, I don't know much of the lore leading up to these trends. But I'll tell you this. The mustard trend started with rapper Kendrick Lamar's song TV Off, where near the 2-minute mark, he yells the word mustard and lets it linger for a few seconds. Now, I can't play the clip because of copyright, and I'm certainly not singing it because I got neighbors and they would beat me to a pulp if they heard me. So anyway, this clip was turned into a brain rot meme and was turned into so-called YouTube Shorts humor. If you don't know what YouTube Shorts humor is, it's basically humor that is corny, which the TikTok community is right in thinking that. And with mango, it's a similar story. The TikTok community chose a random ass fruit, turned it into a meme, and called it YouTube Shorts humor. And from there, these two memes have evolved in such a horrible way that we got to this stage of brain rot, where we're giving people free trips to hell within seconds, all because of two random words. And to bounce off from this subject, let's get to the comments section of these videos. Now, I can't show all the comments of these two TikToks, obviously, but I'll give you some of my favorite ones that are funny in my opinion. So for the SpongeBob mustard TikTok, some of my favorites were, "Thanks bro, my phone overheated and exploded. We def the lowest life form in our universe. China does not want our data, and can the sun effing explode already?" And that first comment actually happened to me. Well, not the exploding part, but my phone deadass overheated while I was watching the video. And for the Baskin Robbins TikTok, my favorites were, "Last thing Too Mad saw. Didn't even get the full word in. Is this what it's like to time travel? And did I just get put in a black hole?" Which I was laughing at all of these while scrolling through the comments of both videos, which is crazy. In conclusion, these two trends have absolutely taken over my and everyone else's For You pages, and there's no telling when these two abominations will die out like every other trend in TikTok history, besides the first of the month trend. But to be honest, even though I've been hating on this trend for the majority of this video, I kinda like it, and I kinda think it's a bit funny to not only view this content, but to scroll through the comments of people saying how much humans are devolving as species. But at the same time, this kind of strobing lights can be very dangerous to viewers with epilepsy and could lead to seizures or even death. So in a matter of time, maybe, we could be seeing this trend on the news and the death count that comes with it. But for now, we'll just have to wait and see. And that's going to be a wrap for this video. I don't say this a lot in my videos, and I mean it, but I put a lot of work into making this type of content, so if you enjoy it and made it this far into the video, I really appreciate it if you give it a like and subscribe to help me grow as a channel. But that's enough yapping, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.